once again. Happy Children's Day to everybody. I want to tell you again that there's a topic in our Bible for reference to class. The topic is establishment of pastures. I believe you still remember in the last class we dealt with pastures. Pastures is the area of land that is covered in a particular place. Don't forget. Now, when you want to establish a pasture, you must consider some factors. That's it. Before pasture is established, there should be a kind of factor you must consider. One of the factors a man must consider if you want to establish a pasture is adaptation of species. Now, what is that kind of word, adaptation? In your biology, I believe you have been taught adaptation. Something must be adapted to a particular environment. Then the species of that plant. That's one of the factors you must consider. What type of species are you planting to such environment? Also, another point you also need to know is palatability. The grasses and legumes you are trying to establish must be palatable to the animal. They must be able to consume this kind of food. They must be able to feed on those kind of pasture you are trying to give them. For example, I mentioned here centrosema. Centrosema is a kind of a pasture of grass. You can mix it up with a kind of pasture grasses, like guinea grasses. You can mix them up together and plant them so that for instant consumption for the animals. Also, if you want to establish a pasture, you must also remember a word that says time of maturity. When you are dealing with time of maturity, you are talking of the season, planting season. One time, for example, now, agri people that wanted to plant maize. You must know that maize will be planted between March and April. I didn't remember. So also, the time of maturity for kind of pasture plants you are planting, you must know that we have annual plants, we have perennial plants. So if you are planting annual plant, the number of seasons that is going to use possibly a year or maybe 1 year. Perennial is many years, you know that. Then another one, life cycle. When you are talking of life cycle, you are also related to the time of maturity. Then the last one here, compatibility. What they are consuming must be compatible. The grass and legumes you are giving to them. So these are some of the factors you must consider. Now, when you are considering these factors, you must also know a kind of sequential order you must follow. We have a lot of sequence you must follow in establishing this kind of pasture. The first thing should come to your mind is this: site selection. Look for a site you want to select, you want to use for your pasture. Don't forget, farmers must consider the major factor. You are saying water. Yes, water is the most important factor you must consider. Also, the site you are selecting for that land, is it palatable? Is it okay? Is it proper? Does it have any kind of topography, surface, or whatever? You must select a kind of site. After you have selected site, you cannot start with clearing. Either you are doing what's called manual labor or mechanical labor. After you have cleared your land, then think of removal of debris. What are debris? They are the remaining parts. After you have removed, you have cultivated on your land, you have removed them. Maybe all those clever or water plants that are left behind, you have to remove them from the plant so that it won't affect your pasture. After you have removed the debris, then you go to site cultivation. Either you plow them, or you even do what's called harrowing, or you do what's called and things like that. After site cultivation, you go to planting of the pasture. You can begin to plant. And how do you plant? Maybe you plant in row or column or whatever. Then after you are planting, then few seasons time, maybe 2 or 3 months time, you can go back and check. I do want to supply. What is supply? Possibly some pasture might not germinate, might not germinate, might not grow. You have to do supply. So planting of those resistance All those missing stands that are available in that place, you have to remove them. You have to submit what is called supply so that you can still get more pasture crops. After you have done your supply, then you cannot start to weed it. After weeding, and you don't ETC, you can still do what's called fertilization. Fertilizer application, you can apply fertilization. Then after fertilization, you can begin to do replanting again. After that, all other sequence, we will look at them later, but I just want you to know this one today so that when you go home, you just have something to memorize. So when you come back, we don't come and talk deeply on all these factors of pasture establishment. But before you what I need, I'll just give you just little short homework, practice at home. The assignment is this. Just go and list this house in 3 cultural practices. That is cultivation practices that can take place, that can be done in pasture management. Go and list out cultural practices. What are the 3 things you can do when you're establishing your pasture? Then another one is this: define what is called supply. Thank God I've talked about it. Just tell me what do you understand by the word supply. When you say it's a yes, what is supply? And I've said that supply is implanting your missing stand of contaminated crops. Please go and know this. So thank you very much. Have a pleasant time and enjoy your work holiday. Happy Children's Day. Thank you.